So in this video I'm showing you a full set of a pink and white ombre design. So I've prepped the natural nails and I'm now coming in with my CJP square tips. I've left the majority of this video in real time because a lot of people have been asking how quick I actually work. So I thought I'd show you in real time how I apply my tips, shape them and everything like that, and then apply my acrylic and my filing routine at the end. So as you can see, I size up my tips before I apply them. You need to make sure they go from side wall to side wall. You don't want them too big or too small. If you're struggling to fit a tip with the size, then always go one bigger and file those edges down. Never go smaller because it just won't work. So yeah, just apply a tiny little bit of CJP gripper glue at the very edge of those tips and just apply it at the very edge of the natural nail. I then cut to size with my tip cutters, ensuring that the blade is always facing away from your client. Support the client's finger while you're doing this as well, and then just cut to their desired length. I then come in with my Stork scissors. My client wanted the pointy shape, so I just trim off those edges, making sure that the blade always stays out of the natural nail. You don't want to cut into the natural nail at all. As you can see, it goes right out past the natural nail area. I then come in with my 150 grit file and just refine that shape, making sure it's nice and neat, all sort of flowing and nice. There's no little bits of the tip sticking out. It's nice and smooth and flush with your natural nail. And these tips don't actually need blending, but I do like to blend the wings slightly just so they don't stick up at all when you're applying your acrylic. Then apply CJP Acid Primer. Then come in with CJP Crystal Glass and just apply a thin base layer to all the nails. On this set I don't go right up to the cuticle area with the clear, just because it will be pink that I'm applying there, so that will cover with any colour when my client does come back in for a redesign. So onto the white, I'm using CJP Snow White, picking up a relatively big bead, and I really drain the liquid out of the back of that bead before I apply it onto the nail. So I get the rough shape at that tip, and then turn my brush round and blend that white down towards the cuticle area. Really get it nice and faded. This is where you'll get your nice flawless blend of pink to white. You won't have any harsh lines. As you can see, looking at it just like that, there's no harsh lines even just with the white on the nail. So you really need to make sure you really get that blend in, and then you can come in, smooth your tip area, really shape it nice. I do tend to play with the acrylic quite a bit. This just saves time when it comes to filing. If you apply your acrylic nice and even and you know how you want it, really smooth, then it will save you time in the long run. So just applying those beads at the tip, sort of smoothing it a little bit up the tip, but making sure you turn your brush round and get that fade in there. So I will just let you watch because all the nails are the same, and I have left this in real time, as I said, so you can see exactly how quick I work with the acrylic, and it does show as well how much time you get to play with CJP. Then come in with CJP Amor. So the first bead I apply just where the white ends, and then just pull that up the nail. Once I've placed the bead on, I do wipe my brush and wipe any excess liquid off. And I sort of, once I've wiped the brush, I pat out to one side, fade it up one side, wipe my brush, pat out to the other side, and then blend it up on the other side, and then wipe my brush again. Come in with my cuticle bead, apply, wipe off, blend up one side, wipe my brush again, and then blend up the other side. Just with a really light touch. I only like to feather the very edge of the tip up, so you've still got your colour where you've placed your bead. You're just then feathering the edge up, so you're not pulling too much of the pink over the white. You've still got that definition between your pink and white, but you've also got a nice seamless blend. And I have tried to build my apex using the pink and white, so when I'm coming in with clear, I'm just capping the blend. I'm checking my apex as well, and if it does need any more adding to it, I will add, but I do try to build it up with my colours and then just cap to protect your blend. And again, all the nails are the same, so I will just let you watch my application. And then onto my filing. Like in all my videos, my filing routine is exactly the same. So start off just by refining that shape and those edges. Just get that really nice crisp shape. And then come under the nail, just remove any little raggy bits that end up there, and to make sure that the nail comes out straight. And then refine that side wall, starting on the left side as you look at it. Come around the cuticle area, really tucking that file in, and then up your other side wall. Really sort of being quite flexible with your file, but quite firm. Then down the barrel of the nail. And as I'm doing this, I'm checking my nail from all angles, looking down the barrel of the nail mainly, to make sure there's no bulk and it's even on both sides. So you sort of imagine a line right down the centre of the nail. Each side of the line you want to be nice and even and matching. You don't want, if there's any more height or anything like that on the other side, you need to refine that and get it nice and smooth. Again, like I said, my filing technique is the same on all the nails, so I will just let you watch. And just a quick one about these files, I've always used the NSI Endurance files. I find that the shape really helps with your cuticle area filing as well. It really tucks in nicely. Just make sure if you're using a new file that you just prepare the edges, score along each edge with an old file, just to make sure it's not sharp. You don't want to cut your client. And then remove all the dust, wipe over with isopropyl alcohol, and then come in with my CJP tack free top gloss. Just applying a nice thin layer. You don't want it too thick, you don't want it to run into the cuticle and flood or anything like that. Just a nice thin layer, get that super shiny, and you can really see that flawless, seamless blend. I then cure in my LED lamp for 60 seconds. Once it comes out of the lamp, allow it to cool for a minute or so before applying your cuticle oil, otherwise it can dull that shine. And here's your finished look. Thank you for watching. I really hope it's helped.